stuck here. The cops won't bother me. Does the bike look a little strange? Yep, no forks. And the reason is because I'm changing the fork seals. And here's the fork seals. That's the fork seal. These are the dust caps. That's the top cap. You know, it's kind of interesting that it's fairly easy to remove the front end. This looks a little bit more dramatic than it actually is, but this is what I found out about this particular bike. Whoever had it, I have no idea if it was Johnny or whatever, but they installed these PVC extension tubes. I guess they make the fork a lot longer. I don't know, you know, I've never seen it. It's kind of clever when you think about it. But I had a extreme hard time removing the fork seals, and mainly because of this. These retainer rings, look at them. Hard to tell on video, but I want to show you guys because this is quite interesting. This is the retainer clips. This one came out maybe in 30 minutes. This one took me literally 5 hours. It was welded to the side of the lower fork. It was just so difficult. I broke it in many pieces. I broke the fork seal, and you can't use these again. I mean, this is just so, they're completely destroyed. So, and this is the fork seals. So this one is the one that was leaking originally, and you can see decent shape. It was just caked with dirt. This is actually fairly clean now because I did some work on it, but this is what the other one looks like. Because I had to try to remove the clip, but I couldn't, so this was underneath, and it took me forever just to get to this point. And this was the hardest fork seal job. This is trash. This dog is walking around with her bowl. And I think the biggest shock other than that was the PVC pipe. I've never seen it on a bike, but that's the fork springs, the washers, that lower sections, and this is an air. I've never seen like forks. I've seen other bikes that use air for stiffening up the suspension, so that's how you put air. There was very little air in the fork, so I'm not really sure how it's working. I've cleaned everything up, and I'm ready to start bolting things up. There's another problem that I'm having. My fork here, and I'm trying to fix it. You know, there's like a lot of rust in the fork, but this are some pretty big dings, and I put some epoxy on it. This is not going to affect the performance because the extension actually doesn't use this section. I think it only uses this here, but I'm still going to try and smooth it out with some epoxy and then sand it. And then the other problem is that inside of here, when I was removing the clip, I scratched a lot of this, so I'm a little worried that when I put in the new fork seal, it's going to somehow affect it. So I've just been cleaning it, sanding it, you know, trying to smooth it out, and I just, you know, I'm a little worried to see if it'll leak oil. So I might put some epoxy on the sides just to cover up some of those holes. Yeah, you know, this process is not as difficult as you might think. I think this is the hardest fork seal I've done, but it's just more time consuming than anything. The part itself was maybe $20, the fork seals and the dust caps, but now I realized I need the new clips in order for the shadow to be fully formed. Yeah, that's one of the issues with these bikes. I'm going to try and get it all done, but that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for a how-to. I've been doing a video of removing the fork seals on this old Shadow, and I think it'll be kind of cool for people to see. But thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll get this thing on the road soon.
So where are you headed?
Aspen.
California. Beautiful.